Hello and welcome to Mags and Tillison. Last week we had fixed our clutch wobble problem. Now let's go ahead and install a brand new clutch and we will set up our pressure plate. Alright, so let's kickstart this whole video and jump right in. Alright, I have decided not to use my old clutch plates. Instead, I have opted to buy a brand new set of Drag Specialties green organic type plates, and I'm going to try these out for the very first time, and we'll go ahead and we'll install these and then we'll set up our pressure plate. If you have not done this job before, this is for you guys, start to finish. Alright, so let's jump right in and get this job done. Okay, again, these are going on my stock 1968 Sportster XLCH, and the bike sat for well over 34 years, so it's about that time, I guess, right? Brand new clutch disc. Alright, let's get these installed. Okay, the first thing we do here is install our backing plate and make sure that small step is facing out towards you. Okay, we follow up with the steel drive plate, and then our first fiber plate goes in after that. One more steel dry plate. Okay, and then a fiber plate. And then another drive plate. So on and so forth. Steel fiber, steel fiber, steel fiber. I have already adjusted my primary chain. Now always adjust your primary chain on the tight spot, because every chain has a tight spot. And they want 5/8 up and down play on that tight spot. Now I suggest that you stay on top of these primary chains. I would check them every single year. I've seen guys let these things go and they pop up and they crack their case. These are old antique bikes, so they require a lot of extra attention. So you really have to stay on top of these. There's always one plate that gives you a tough time. There we go. Now we get it. Also, if I were you, when I put on my clutch cover, I would use an automotive kind of oil resistant type of sealer, because they tend to leak quite a bit actually, and I wouldn't depend solely on a gasket. All right, next we install our small release rod, and that goes inside that small hole right there. And don't forget to install this. Okay. Okay, next we install our release plate. Now make sure that little indentation in the center that lines up with the rectangular head on that release pin so it fits nice and flush. All right, now we install all 6 spring cups in all of our springs. All right, next our pressure plate goes on next. And so we'll start this on with our 3 sleeve nuts first, our 3 long sleeve nuts. All right, we start out with the long sleeve nuts here first. Okay, all you have to do now is push in the pressure plate and then start your long sleeve nuts on. All right, and now we're going to go around and tighten all 3 sleeve nuts all the way around. And the goal here is to achieve 3/16 from the front of that spring cup to the back of that pressure plate. Round and round. Okay, I'm going to keep turning in these nuts until I expose the 3 studs. Okay, and then I could start the 3 short nuts. Okay, I just exposed the other 3 studs, and now all I have to do is just install my short flat nuts here. Okay, I'll tighten these down all the way around until we achieve 3/16 from the front of our spring cups to the back of our pressure plate. 3/16 all the way around on every single spring. Okay, I just turn it around so I get access to all these spring cups, and I wanted to make sure they're all the same, that they're all 3/16 from the front of the spring cup to the back of the pressure plate. Okay, on this one, I went too far in, so I'm going to back it off a couple of notches. Okay, in a quick review here.
Okay, as you can see, I have all three of the long nuts started here. And you tighten these down evenly all the way around until you achieve from the end of your cup to the outside of your plate. You want 3/16, just like so. Okay, from the end of your cup here to the end of your plate, 3/16, and go ahead and tighten them all the way around evenly and then it's going to expose these studs right here. Okay, that is when you put on your small nuts right here. Then you can easily start these and you tighten these down, and it's going to be the same way. You tighten them down until you have 3/16 from the end of your cup here to the end of your plate. And you do that all the way around, and make sure to tighten these down evenly all the way around here, and you'll be all set to go. That's the proper tension for if you install brand new clutch plates. But get a manual. It's going to point out every single detail. So that's what I advise you guys to do.
Thank you for watching. See you guys next week. You take care.